Hey everyone, I want to talk to you about the reasons of why we may be experiencing chronic fatigue or burnout, or just like a heaviness, a tiredness, an exhaustion in our life that we can't really trace back to. We may have seen doctors, we may have tried different modalities of healing. We may have been on a healing journey and tried every single alternative method there is, and we're still fatigued. We're still finding ourselves not living up to our highest potential, not doing the things that we want to do, even if they feel so right and so true to us. Just can't get out of bed, can't get off from the sofa, don't know where to start, or have absolutely no motivation. Even if that desire is there, then the thought of actually doing it is like, oh God. So there are many, many reasons why this may be happening. And every single reason is very, very unique to you, to your own experience. How can any doctor or any practitioner, anybody else outside of you, outside of this, how can anybody know what isn't in alignment there, what is missing or what is too much? Only really you can know. And the only way to really truly know is to tune inwards and to really listen to what the body is saying, to what the fatigue is saying. And not just to listen. I don't just mean sit in silence and see if anything comes up, because most likely it won't. I mean to go and dig deep into your somatic experience, to really connect your mind with your body, to really let your body speak through your mind and not let your mind speak to your body, because that's what you've been doing all your life. That's what everybody does. That's all we know. We gather external information with our minds and we apply it to our body, to our experience. I invite you to turn this around, to let the body speak, to let the body guide you, to let this say yes to that and no to that, to let it speak to you. This is what's blocking me, this is what's holding me back. These are the beliefs that are preventing from this energy to flow. It could be trauma, childhood trauma, or even, anything maybe from past years, or something recent. And by trauma, I don't just mean the big stuff. It can be an accumulation of lots and lots of little stuffs that just play themselves out over time. And they turn into concrete too, no matter how small. Everything turns into concrete, and we know how hard it is to move concrete, right? That's what happens with our life energy. So one aspect to look at is trauma. Another aspect which is highly or strongly connected to trauma is repression, emotional repression. And I'll do a separate video on this, or a lot, because this is a huge topic where we deny ourselves to experience certain emotions. And that is so exhausting, to keep those emotions down, to keep fighting against it, to not allow every single thing into our experience, every single emotion, every single sensation. That is repression. And repression takes an awful lot of energy, which we then cannot experience or activate in our day-to-day life because it's already used. It's already used for the mechanism of the repression to stay in place. So that's a lot. And it is exhausting. It could be that you're not using your energy in the correct way, not in the strategy that works for you. If you're trying to be a lion, but you're really a fish, well, you can see the problems here. You're not in your right environment, you're not really swimming, you're trying to walk. All of these things. I find that was a really good anecdote there. But what I'm saying is, the way you operate, the way you engage in the world may not be in alignment with how your own unique mind-body is designed. You see, a flower doesn't need the same thing as a tree. They're both plants, but they need different things at different times. And it really could be that you're investing your energy into things that are just not what you truly need. But you just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And we want to uncover the reasons for that and break that pattern so that you can come in alignment with what's right for you. So that your energy can flow through you and is used in a way that is correct for you. What is your relationship to fatigue? To rest time? What is your relationship to having to do things, having goals, achievements? What is your relationship to the idea that you're never going to achieve them? What emotions come up there? What's the story behind it? What's the conditioning? Do you resist your fatigue? Or do you turn towards it? Or do you just try and get rid of it? It's our personal relationship and how we relate to our current experience every single moment. What we resist persists. Always. So what are you resisting in your life right now? You already know all the answers, even if you don't have one aha moment after the next by hearing me talk. But you, and by you I mean not just your mind, I don't mean not just your cognition, I mean your body. Your body knows. So let it speak. Do you feel safe in your body? Does it feel safe to be in this mind-body vehicle? Or is fear running the show? Because if we're continuously in a state of fear, we're continuously acting out of that fear, and that is exhausting. It's exhausting because you always have to be aware, careful, on guard. Even without knowing it, even without being conscious of it, there is always a threat. Apparently. I'm not saying it's true. But in the nervous system, there is a message that says, this is not safe, this is not safe, it's not safe, it's not safe. Do you feel safe in your body, not just in your circumstances? Meaning, do you feel safe in your home or around the people? Although that's a big factor as well. Do you feel safe being around the people that you are around? Being safe in the world? And that also means, are you safe to be you? To show and express yourself without any boundaries, without holding back any single part of yourself. Is that safe? Is it safe to show yourself in the most raw, vulnerable way whether that is through showing emotions of sadness, anger, hurt, fear, rage, all of it. Do you feel safe in your experience and in your body? How does it feel when you close your eyes and you tap into your body? Can you stay there? Or do you feel like you gotta go watch Netflix, go on YouTube, pick up the phone, do something else, come up with all of these things that you should be doing right now? Or can you really just sit and feel your body? All of these things are so exhausting. And there's something that is shutting us down. It's shutting the body down, that's shutting the mind down. There is something, and we want to get to the core of it. It could be something as easy as the diet, or the way you have a daily routine, your lifestyle. It could be as simple as that. You could be pushing yourself too hard. But you may have already tried all of the different things. It could be that you're not doing things at the right time according to your own cycle, according to your own energy, not responding in the way you're here to respond to life or to interact with life. Say if you're a woman, it could be your female cycle. You may be exhausting your internal energy so much by trying to maintain a steady level of energy all of the time. You know, every day 9 to 5, the work schedule. Every day you have children, you have to function. Every single day is the same. You have to be at a certain level of performance every day, every single day. For some of it, it has to be up here. For some of it, it just has to be here, but it has to be like this all the time. And that is really not the way we or nature works. Nothing is ever just like this. It's always like this. We just have to learn how to flow with it. So I'm asking you to check in with yourself and see how you answer any of those questions that I put out there for you. Sending you so much love.